Oh, welcome back to my channel. Copper Dragons here, and I'm going to be playing some more Batman: The Enemy Within. So let's hop right in. And I'm not trying to rhyme with that title, with that intro. But yeah, like earlier today, I randomly got some messages from somebody that looks like Jada Smith did a failed fusion dance from Dragon Ball with Jabba the Hutt, and then turned into the human version of Fat Gotenks. But you know, but if it's with Jabba the Hutt and Jada Smith. And then they were saying, "Oh, you're so hot, you're so hot." Like, girl, do you even see what I look like? I look like a boulder. I look like a boulder. I admit, I am in no way attractive. I look like if a boulder ate another boulder that grew to the size of a planet, grew a face that looks like I got punched 10,000 times by Goku, and then somehow survived all that. Yeah, I'm on episode 2, by the way. Like, this is part. Hold on, I'm gonna have to look. But this is episode 2 of the series, like the game, but it's not episode 2 of the series. Like, eh, like it's not the part number, but it is episode 2 of the game. This is actually part 5, but it's episode 2. I'm not trying to make that sound confusing.
A madman from Gotham's past returned to terrorize my city. He drew me into his twisted game, striking at the things I hold most dear. But I survived his deadly traps. I emerged the victor. But the cost was too great. Lucius Fox is dead. Riddler is dead. And with him the only lead I had to taking down the greatest danger Gotham has ever faced. And the person best equipped to help me is a threat to my deepest secret.
The Riddler was going to be my way in, once we captured him alive. But now I have you to lean on. A man who lives on both sides of the line, and knows exactly when to cross it. Yes, you and I will be working together very closely. Bruce Wayne. First thing you need to know, I can keep your secret. And despite what you did, going behind my back to Moore,
I don't even care for Amanda
I will
Waller. She
continue to
easily
keep
has to
you.
be my
No
least favorite
reports, nothing.
comic character. Not because
No
she's
one
black.
else needs to
Do
know.
not take that.
To deal with the present
Do
threat,
not
though,
think that I don't like her
I
because she's
need
black
both
or
of you.
anything.
The
It's just
man
that she's just a
inside
terrible
and
person in her
outside.
actions.
You have to understand,
She
I'm
literally
not the
implants
enemy here.
people's
It may seem that way
nervous
right now,
systems.
but I'm not.
I don't trust you, Waller.
Like,
You or
she
your agency.
implants bombs into
Well,
people's
you're gonna have to
necks.
start.
And if they
If I
do
cared to reveal your
anything that
identity,
she
it'd be on
doesn't
every
like,
news channel
which
by
mind
now.
you is most things,
You need to trust me, Batman.
then she will detonate those bombs,
When Riddler's
killing them
friends
on the
hear he's
spot.
dead, they ain't gonna just carrying on. They might get sloppy. They might want revenge. Or they might simply accelerate their plans.
And yet she
I'm gonna need
somehow
eyes
works for the
everywhere
government
in Gotham.
whenever she
A
kills
man like
people
Bruce
on a
Wayne,
regular
with all his
basis.
influence and resources, can go places Batman can't. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? Your public persona could be a great help to us here. Maybe even as much as Batman in certain situations.
Bruce Wayne is my cover. There's a reason I keep my identity a secret. The wrong person finds out, it's all over.
I hear you loud and clear. But it didn't stop Bruce Wayne from dealing with a thug like Mori. In public.
What the hell?
Looks like the whole city's under attack.
We've got a report of a raid on
Something
the
that I
Gotham
don't
PD
like about
arsenal.
a lot of
If those
heroes
bastards get their hands on
say
our
that
weapons,
This
is that they
coordinated.
say that
It's Riddler's
they
fault.
don't
It has
reveal
to
their
be.
identity
We're gonna need Batman for this one.
to people to protect their families or whatever.
Emergency services is already
Some cool
pushed to the
crap
limit.
like that.
well, then we'll have to redeploy
And then they just
patrol
go out
officers
and
defend
reveal
the
their
arsenal.
identity to the most random
Don't
of
divert any
people that they
men.
don't even know that they can
I
fully
can handle
trust
the
yet.
arsenal call.
Thank you.
Yet they don't tell their families either.
Let's move, people. This is what we trained for.
There's been an attack in the financial district.
Biotech company on the west side is under siege.
Like, if you wanted to protect your family that badly, then why not let them in on the secret? Like, that would just help them protect themselves even more, you know, so they can actually give a reason, like they can think of a reason to say, oh, those rumors about you being so-and-so, about that hero being so-and-so, being completely false. It's just hearsay. Like that would, like if they told their families what hero they are, then wouldn't it make sense to reveal it to them? Because, like, to reveal it to their families, you know, to help with better protection.
What more do you want with me? Shut it. You got
Like,
what
that's
you
the
came
most
for.
logical
You don't need
explanation
me.
there.
Well, you better hope that's not true. Outlive your usefulness, and the boss will make a pretzel out of your neck.
Whoa.
And then, like, why do they tell the most random of people their secret identity,
How
but
many
not
are
their
there?
I don't
family?
know. 10 or 12, maybe? The
That
really
doesn't
big
make
ones.
sense.
He made me
Like,
give him the
any-
keys to the armored
by
transport
going by
vehicles.
comic book logic,
I didn't want to. I
there's
swear.
anyone can be a villain.
It's okay.
Anyone.
Get out of here.
And usually,
No,
and
thank you,
99% of the time, it doesn't end up being a part of the hero's family.
Hey, you about done?
Yeah, just about.
All right. I'm making one.
Yeah, something that I cannot get behind with DC is that they're releasing a scratch and sniff Harley Quinn farting comic. That ain't even hiding it. That ain't even hiding the fetish material at this point. Like, that ain't even hiding it like comic books
Are you
usually do.
A nightmare. Much like yourself.
So, bing.
But you can call me Bane. A man cannot win a war alone. You fight well.
Well, Batman has fought off
You fight
villains
alone.
for what 70
You'll
plus
die
years
alone.
by now. Well, I thought he was gonna get himself completely different. Like, I thought he was going for the family jewels there. I mean, that would be in line for Batman and how violent he's typically known to be.
I can see why Riddler wanted to be the one to kill you.
Riddler is dead.
He's dead.
But yeah, in one of the
You should
Batman
be worrying
continuities
about
that I've seen,
yourself.
I promised my men
like-
a hell of a battle if ever I faced
like,
you.
Batman saved the baby
And
from
I
being
hate
thrown off a
this
roof
point.
because the mother
I haven't
thought that it
faced
was
a
a
true
demon
warrior
or
since I left
something.
Peña
And then,
Pay
like, Batman saved the child, and then I was like, well, there's the next Robin, because the mother ended up, you know, ending herself instead of her child. And I was like,
Save
and I was
your
thinking
strength,
the
man.
entire time, oh, there's the next
This
Robin.
one is mine.
Time to start training early. I don't know if that child became Robin later on, but still, because it was just an infant, and most of its body was covered up, so you couldn't even tell what gender it was. Like you couldn't see any hair, anything. It
I
was
will
just
give you a
covered up.
piece for
It was just swaddled up in a blanket.
if you
entirely.
take it. This pain you're feeling, Batman.
Knowing where this is probably going to lead, and knowing how Bane's reputation as a man who broke the bat. Yeah, I'm fully expecting Bane to snap Batman's back or something. Knowing his reputation as the man who broke the bat.
You all right, Bob? Did you get him?
There's nothing to fear, my friend. Keep your eyes open. Don't let anyone follow you to the warehouse.
Don't worry, we'll leave the back way by the docks.
Safe travels, my friends.
But I did the math, and to feed an average Saiyan of Goku's size,
What's wrong?
like it would take about $11,400 US to feed a Saiyan of Goku's experience and size. And that's going off of United States average statistics. Because I went by the highest price, like of full course meals, and then I multiplied that by how many meals Goku can eat, which is 57
Batman!
meals, and the price of the highest price of a full course meal in America is about
Batman!
$200.
Say something if you can hear me.
So multiply 200 by 57 and you get $11,400.
Gordon.
Christ. Batman.
Come on, help me.
It won't move.
Batman, we're gonna need you to help us push this thing off you. Come on! You can do it!
It's moving. Jesus Christ.
Come on.
The mechanic. Where is he? He didn't make it. Damn it. He saved my life.
Batman?
Well, not really if you think about
It's
it. All he
okay,
did
Jim.
was just provide a
I just
distraction
need a minute.
for like a few seconds. Like a few meaningless
When you're feeling up
seconds.
to it, I'd love to hear what the hell happened here. Who did this to you?
He called himself Bane. His men loaded the weapons onto the APCs. Said they were taking them to a warehouse near the docks.
But I have to
You
tell
need
you,
to
the
find
only
them.
two
Don't worry.
Joker
We'll
actors
catch
that
the bastards.
will ever be like
You better
true
believe the
Joker
entire
actors
force
for
is
me
motivated
will
after
be
what happened
Mark
tonight.
Hamill and Heath
These
Ledger.
bastards declared war on our city.
And Heath Ledger.
Be sure to
Those
loop
will
in
be
Waller.
the only
She
two
can help you.
Joker actors that
I
will
already did.
ever be the definitive Jokers.
Didn't
for
have a
me.
choice. Now that Waller's my superior, I have to loop her into everything. Give us a second, will you? Thanks for sticking your neck out and calling me with this. I need all the
gotta
juice
tell
I
ya,
can get now that we
hate-
live in Waller's
and I-
Gotham.
I hate the graphics.
We're going to have
and
to
frame
stick
rate
together if we're
of
going to weather her
Injustice 1,
storm.
and I'm not the kind of gamer to
You and me,
judge a game
we're nothing like her.
solely on its frame rate
We're men
and
of principle who
graphics.
still believe in the letter
But
of the law.
But I'm more of like
With Waller.
judging
This
games
is
on
our
story.
city, and we're
But I
not
gotta
going
tell
to
you,
let her
the story
take
makes
it
no
from
sense
us.
for Injustice 1. The
I'm lucky
graphics
to have you on my side.
were terrible, and then the frame
Thanks
rate
again
was
for
just
keeping me in the loop.
Great trash.
It means a lot.
Like the frame rate was choppy in most parts, and then fast and way too fast in others.
I'll get to
Then
the
the
Batcave.
story makes no sense because
See
it
if I can
automatically
make some
sends
sense
the
of what
Justice
happened
League to an
tonight.
alternate Earth with no explanation on how they got there.
What happened?
I
Then
was at the scene of a heist
then
at
the
the Gotham
graphics
brokerage
look like
house when Batman called me here.
make
What
N64
were they
games look
after?
like
We're still getting a full account.
God of War
Once
4
the dust
Ragnarok
settles, I'll send you
Ragnarok
everything we've
DLC.
got.
That
Detective
tells me
Bullock's writing
anything.
up a full report. I'll have him send you a copy.
Officers are ready for your deployment orders.
And I'm not the kind of gamer
I've gotta
to
get
judge a
going.
game based on graphics or frame rate. You know,
Agent Avesta,
that-
you should be
'cause
resting.
I just learned to like stuff.
There will be time for that later. I wanted to thank you properly for saving
But
my
if I
life.
say graphics or animation is
I wouldn't
bad
be here
and stuff,
without you.
anything,
It's the job.
then
It's what I
yeah,
do.
you
You
know
can
it has
dismiss
to
it
be
if
bad.
you want, but I won't. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. I know you called Gordon because you have history, but this is exactly what the director and her resources are here for. Working with Waller will be the fastest way to stop these murderers before anyone else gets hurt.
To be honest, I don't really care too much.
Consider
about
that.
DC, mostly due to a lot
should
of the
go take care
stories
of yourself.
being really boring. They don't even know how to make a good movie. They cancel all their movies that would actually be a good project.
We're going to need it.
Like the Batman Beyond movie that recently got canceled. Then they make all kinds of weird crap and put it in comics. Like how I mentioned the Harley Quinn scratch and sniff farting comic that I mentioned earlier. And how they have Poison Ivy dress in some of the iterations and stuff like that.
Bruce!
And that's not even mentioning how like there's barely even like 20 or 30 memorable characters in DC. Heck,
I'm fine.
Marvel because they actually know how to write good movies, good
You are
shows,
not
good
fine, Bruce.
good characters. Actually know how to make
None
their
of this
characters
is
lovable and
fine.
memorable.
You were nearly
You know,
killed
they actually
tonight.
know what they're doing.
Those minutes
compared
of
to
silence,
DC.
waiting for you to respond, they were the worst of my life. I didn't know if you were alive or dead, or if I would ever see you again.
Heck, if anything, they're
wasn't a
just
great time for me
basically
either.
DC is just giving their heroes superhero, anime powers, and expecting you just to relate
We
to
already
them
lost
from
Lucius.
bull crap
I
anime
couldn't
powers,
bear
like being
losing
able to
you, too.
punch through the multiverse.
We can talk about all this later. Come on now. Let's get you patched up.
Like, how do people, how does DC expect you to relate to that? And then they also made Superman immune to existence erasure.
As if he wasn't bad enough. Now Director
And
Waller
also
knows your
immune to the
identity.
anti-life equation.
That information in her hands?
And, you know, random
Waller isn't the
bull
one
crap
we
like
need to
that.
worry about. Bane is still on the loose.
Like, I get
With enough
a lot of
guns to arm a
superheroes
small militia.
do that, but at least
I
Marvel tries to make
understand.
their
The
characters
man died
grounded
tonight,
in
Bruce.
reality
Trying to save you from that monstrosity.
and actually makes them more
Too many
relatable
have died.
than what
In too
DC
short a
ever
time.
has.
The cost of this war, it just continues to rise.
It's gonna get a lot worse before it gets better. Bane is running free out there. He's just getting started.
That's what frightens me, Bruce. We've never seen this kind of destructive power
My
before.
favorite genre of games has to be like the
Waller was right about
RPGs
one thing.
and JRPGs.
Riddler was just a
Drop
small
behind.
part of a larger threat. Let's begin with the dart I pulled from his neck.
Yeah, back.
Got it?
I'm good, thanks.
Yeah, I recently got Sonic
There's
Frontiers.
still some toxin left in here.
Got it for Christmas.
What kind of toxin?
Sister.
Something new. There's a
And
whole
it's
series
actually
of
pretty good.
powerful psychoactive meds in this cocktail.
One,
Drugs
the
that are lethal
approximate
when
hour that I
combined.
put into the game already.
Who could have come up with such a concoction?
And did the
Sure,
same
there may
person
not be a
pull
lot
the
of
trigger?
cutscenes or anything. It may not have the most
Bane's
riveting
attack was one of
gameplay.
3 tonight.
So I think it's
all at
fine.
the same time.
Let's bring him up. Get an assessment of the damage.
Hold on.
Gotham brokerage. 10 million in diamonds stolen. Some safety deposit boxes emptied. Contents unknown. Over a dozen dead, and even more wounded. Mostly by gunshot, though some victims had their heads smashed in.
That's barbaric. Witnesses place Harleen Quinzel at the scene, dressed up as a clown and wielding a mallet.
Don't ask me.
Riddler's friends
Yeah, you
are as
obviously know
insane
who
and
has to be
gruesome as
behind
he was.
Harleen Quinzel.
Perhaps even more.
That she's Harley
Those
Quinn.
same witnesses say
Obviously
that she
is.
acted alone. All that carnage. All by herself. Gothcorp Labs, genetic research facility. Where do we even start with this?
Yes, I have no idea.
Authorities can't determine what was even stolen until all of that
minimum
melts.
recording time.
At least 20 dead, some completely
Like, I'm still
encased in
probably
ice.
gonna still
Others were
record,
frozen
but,
solid.
hey, I'm
Some of
just
their
trying to
limbs
maximize-
shattered as they
I've
fled.
reached the minimum amount of recording time that I have on the videos. before,
Waller's
you know,
intel shows that the
actually
thieves
end
made
up
off with numerous pieces of
thinking
equipment
about
used in the storage and
where I end up
transportation of
thinking
biological
which for
material.
that video.
I don't even want to think what they'd want that for.
Like, sure, I may not.
No IDs on any
with
suspects,
that
though.
early in some of my
Security
videos,
cameras
but still,
frozen. All witnesses
At least
dead.
Guns,
At least
money,
I actually
biotech.
try to, make
What are they
my
planning?
videos as
We won't
entertaining as
know until we
possible,
get to
you know,
Bane.
For my limited
I
resources.
don't mean to cause offense, but you're in no shape to beat the information out of that monster, or take on his friends if it comes to it. We've already seen how formidable Bane is on his own. Taking on all of them, that would be suicide in your current condition.
You're right, Alfred. I hate to say it, but I'm not exactly ready for round 2. One thing's for sure. We can't just sit around waiting for them to strike again. We've seen the kind of devastation these killers can cause.
I know you told Waller you were reluctant to risk Bruce Wayne's cover, but I'm more worried about the risk to Batman, given your current condition. Riddler said his friends abandoned him at the Lady of Dublin.
He alluded to the fact that John Doe was one of them.
If that's the case, then John can get you close to the others. He already wants you to meet them. John Doe might be your
Yeah, I
best
can tell,
chance of getting inside,
Harleen Quinzel
finding out what they're up
is
to.
gonna have
I'll
to
have to repay
have
John's
something
trust
major
with
to do with,
betrayal.
You
John.
wouldn't have to betray him if he didn't associate with criminals. It'll be dangerous approaching Bane and his people this way. They'll be suspicious of anyone who isn't a proven criminal. You'll have to give the performance of a lifetime.
Don't worry, Alfred. I'm not planning to stick around for long. Just enough for me to figure out their plan.
Yes, and then what?
I'll improvise. So that's it then.
Dude, you should.
I find
like,
John Doe
like,
and accept his
if anything, if anybody knows how Shao looks in The Road to El Dorado, like if you think her outfit in the movie is bad, yeah, you might not want to look at her original design. That was like her movie design is her updated design, because her original design was just her wearing like a Spanish poncho type outfit.
I suppose
like,
you couldn't wait an hour or two.
It's just a Spanish poncho looking thing.
Not a chance.
That's literally all she was shown to wear throughout the early designs of her character. So yeah, if you think her movie design is bad, yeah, you might not want to see her first design, her early design.
Batman. He's no hero. The way I see it, he's just a bunch of hired muscle for rich guys. Guys like Bruce Wayne.
I see. Willie, tell Bruce Wayne how that makes you feel.
I'm the same for a lot of the police force anymore.
It feels...
No, Willie, he's on your right.
It feels like crap, Wayne.
Preach!
And you're just a huge, colossal, gigantic, spoiled piece of Oh, I am...
I'm going to ignore what I heard.
If you think about it, the police force, I guess it's just some really
nonsense.
Extra rich, famous celebrities.
Don't mind Willie.
Rich, famous, and the celebrities.
We're just messing with you. You look like you could use a drink.
Just think how many times you've seen a rich person, a famous person, or some kind of celebrity or political figure
Bottles under my
get
chair,
away
Willie.
with some heinous crime just because they have that position.
I run a therapy circle here every second Sunday. These people need the expertise that I learned in Arkham. So, that rude know-it-all really got what was coming to him.
Authorities are refusing to comment on the death of the mysterious criminal known as Riddler.
Who am I? Who am I? You're a rotting, stinking corpse. That's who you are.
John, did you have anything to do with the Riddler's death?
I mean, I hated the guy, but... Geez, Bruce. You really think I'd be capable of cold-blooded murder? After everything you know about me, you really think I'd do that?
I wouldn't have blamed you.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that you're not going to be responsible for cold-blooded murder.
Why, Bruce?
Tell that to the
Seems
hospital
like
you blew up in the Dark Knight
more than
trilogy.
I did. Maybe you pulled
that
the trigger.
also had people
Wouldn't that
still
be a
inside
guess?
the hospital. Like, I know that's not the same continuity, but still.
I was a little surprised to see you, Bruce. I'm guessing this is about
He's
that
killed
favor
thousands, if not millions of people.
Look, before we
And
get
that's,
into that,
that's
I
usually
need to
by
come clean.
like a few months of work.
Riddler was more connected to my friends than I'd let on at the funeral.
Riddler? Really?
Yeah, he was kind of our leader, but he was just so bad at it and so intolerably annoying. I thought he'd be out of the picture by the time you came around. I should have told you. I didn't want you to think we were all like him.
Something that I can't stand is how people like to say, oh, streaming, content creation, and stuff like that is really difficult
You have
work.
my word.
Like, it's not that hard. Like, it's honestly not.
Pinky swear.
Friends for
Like
life.
the easiest thing in the world for 99% of people.
All right, let's go meet the guys. I'll let them know we're on our way.
Hey!
Like, it's like all you gotta do is just like script writing, recording, and editing, and that's for the YouTube side of things. And then for Twitch streaming, most streamers just sit there and just barely read chat. Like,
you've got the wrong
that's
idea.
all they
We're just
do for
having a
the
friendly
entire
chat.
stream.
Calling me a liar?
Especially the female streamers.
You shouldn't have walked in here. That was your first mistake.
Heck, a
And
lot
it's
of
gonna
the
be your last mistake.
a lot of
down,
the
Willie.
streamers that
Let
I've
me help
seen
you
that
out,
play
huh?
games and stuff, like,
Drive?
a lot of them you can tell that they're
Can't be
faking
bought
games.
off that easy, Wayne. Don't
Like, you can tell that
insult me.
they're just like
I
you can tell by
understand.
looking at the
I
controller
don't
that
take
and-
bribes.
Give you a
like you can
chance.
tell that
I guess
just
I'll
because like you can tell by the controller and the
That
buttons
was
that
a
they're pressing
trick.
that they're not playing the game themselves.
Perfect.
And I actually know because a lot of the games I've seen streamers play, I've played myself, and the button options, like the buttons that they're
What the hell are
pressing,
you doing to my boss?
Willie had
and
a
then
problem.
what
We
they're
took care
doing
of
on in the game
Is he
don't
dead?
line
I
up.
said we took care of it.
All right, freak.
Like you can tell by the angle of what button they're pressing, and then that corresponding button doesn't line up with
You're
the action
following
that they're
Wally
performing
just
in the
wants to
game.
remind you. Stay on the clown and
And
get
you
to
can
the
tell,
game.
like
Whatever
a lot of those
happens,
streamers use
keep your eye
PS5
on the
controllers,
prize. Bruce,
which just
Be careful.
adds fuel to the fire because I'm currently playing it on a PS5. Like, you can tell that they're faking gameplay.
That was
They're just
fantastic.
sitting there, like you can tell that they're just faking
Cool.
it.
They're expecting you.
Heck, that's why a lot of streamers trying to keep their controllers hidden.
Bruce,
Like their controllers or keyboards hidden because
one
they know that they're faking it,
you can't
and they just
tell
don't want people to see what
anyone
button
this.
they're pressing.
This is big. Huge.
So people won't realize it that they're faking the
I'm in
gameplay.
love.
Heck, Sniper Wolf did that,
It's
and
an
she's
odd
literally been
feeling.
proven to fake her gameplay.
At first, I thought I had some kind of disease.
I am so happy, John.
Heck,
You
Sniper
deserve
Wolf
the
steals
best.
everything that she does.
Yeah,
She steals her
I'd
the
blush
videos
if I
she's
could.
that she's quote unquote reacting to.
So mysterious. You at least
She
gotta tell
stole
me your
her
name.
entire YouTube
she'll
persona.
wanna
She
introduce
doxed
herself,
Jack's
but,
film. She ghosted that
you
one
could
dying
please
patient
help
that she was
me
supposed to
look
see for
good
Make-A-Wish
in front of her. I'd appreciate
because she was out partying every single
Come on.
night that she was
We
supposed to
shouldn't
go
keep her
see
waiting.
that dying girl. Until it was already too late, and the girl had already passed away by the time that she even got back to the mother.
Almost.
That she even
got it.
cared enough to even get back to her.
Thought I
And
had
she was
it.
out partying
Here,
so much,
give me a hand
and
with
so
this
much
one.
other crap.
I'm
And
pretty
also,
sure
not
this
to
is
mention
how
the
you get
sexual
this
crap
thing
she put into
started.
her thumbnail.
Come on, come on, come on.
John, really? You stole this car?
I know it's kind of falling apart, but it was the only thing available, you know? Besides, the newer models don't
Honestly,
start so easy
That
without
guy
a
she
key.
was shown to be with, that she was alleged to be dating, and Sniper Wolf herself. Both of them are utterly terrible people.
Don't turn around.
Clearly, they both are.
All right, Wayne. You got my attention. Give me one good reason why I don't redecorate the windshield with your noodle. I bet a smart guy like you has some real pretty brains. Real bright.
Well, if you know who I am, then you probably know I'm more useful alive.
That makes sense. Sense is so boring, though.
What about money, power, and influence? They bore you too?
No, those are fun. I'm just joshing you, rich boy. See? There wasn't even a bullet in the chamber. Oops. Let's put some music on.
Bruce, this is the lady I was telling you about. Harley Quinn. Isn't she a hoot? I knew you guys would hit it off.
Sure. I can see the funny side.
See, I told you. Bruce is a good sport.
Puddin' here says you're chomping at the bit to meet us. I want to get an idea why. What do you get out of rubbing shoulders with the likes of us?
Well, when you have as much money as I do, you get bored. I'm just looking for a little excitement.
Excitement, huh? Mr. Silver Spoon needs some new toys?
You should have seen the way he took care of business with the guy in the bar, though, Harley. He's a force to be reckoned with.
Do us a favor.
Yeah, I might play
Skip
some
over
of
to
the
that bodega.
collectible things,
Give me a slushie.
collectible storylines in Spider-Man 2.
Right now?
If I ever choose to.
Need a buck?
Because on the original series I did for the game before I started the series, like, there was some storylines that you could do that involved the collectibles.
Poor John. He just doesn't know who he is yet. You know, he's searching. Highly impressionable. He thinks the world of you.
But I don't know if I should be doing that because,
So I asked
you know, I already
myself,
finished the main story
what's
and
Bruce
there's not much
Wayne
left to do in
want
the
with a
game.
lost soul like John? It's kind of a mismatch. Raises all kinds of questions.
John and I went through a lot in Arkham. He's a friend.
Oh, ain't that cute? You're sweet on little old Puddin'. Here's the thing, lover boy. Guys like him don't have friends like you. You got that look in your eye, the kind that says you're trouble. And I only like trouble when I'm the one causing it. You got a good reason why I should trust you? 'Cause I sure as hell can't see one. After all, you're a squeaky clean favored son of Gotham. How am I supposed to believe you won't run to the cops the first chance you get?
John vouched for me, didn't he? That's gotta count for something.
John's easily impressed. Just so you know, Mr. Moneybags, I ain't. You're gonna have to earn my
I know this
respect.
may sound like a hot
And
take,
it's
but I
gonna
love
take
Harley's
a lot
hair in this
more than
game.
that $1 billion smile.
Like, it honestly looks really good. Like, it looks really well modeled.
Oh, gee, thanks, Bud.
We gotta go.
I can't tell
What
if
were you
it's
guys
like
talking
the
about?
red and blue on the blonde colors.
Your friend was
Or
just saying
what?
how much he liked you, Bud. Got a little man crush on
Just
ya.
looks kinda
Ain't
good.
that right, Brucey? Ain't that the gist of it?
It's the truth.
You just made my day, Bruce. I want you to know, the feeling's mutual.
Oh my god! That is the best damn slushie ever. Suck on that. I swear, it'll make your whole
Why do-
body shiver.
Why do I feel violated?
No thanks.
Why do I feel violated even though I'm not the one she's
Suit
offering
yourself.
the drink to?
I'ma pretend I ain't offended.
I'll try some.
Why do I feel so violated?
Okay.
Especially
This is going
whenever
to
she
happen
says,
now, Mr.
suck it.
Moneybags.
I feel
You're gonna
so
go get
violated.
Mama a little present. From inside there.
I ain't letting
Wayne Enterprises.
A little bird told me
Like-
there's some
like
pretty fancy
like
hacking
I
tech
technically,
up there.
I know this
Something
technically
called the
ain't
Phalanx
really
key.
me, but it's still
Get it
my
for
character,
me?
you
I
know.
know you're on the level.
But
Maybe
but,
I'll
you know-
even bring you along on our next job. You'll get all the thrills you ever dreamed of.
What do you want with the Phalanx key?
Why wouldn't I want it? I hear this thing opens half the security systems in Gotham. And it's just
I still
sitting
wouldn't
there
want my
hidden in your
first
lab,
kiss, like,
waiting for someone to
virtual
put it
or
to
not,
use.
in a choice-driven game or in real
What's
life,
the matter? You
to
better
be
not try
from someone
nothing
like
fishy.
Harley Quinn.
I don't want to have to splatter that pretty face.
And
It's
I
okay.
know a lot of people would disagree
Bruce
with
and
me
I
on that,
already
but still.
He'll do
Like, if I have the option, I'm definitely not
right?
picking it.
Will you do whatever I want?
Because there's no telling
Will you jump
what
when
risk
I say jump?
you'll get from it.
Will you bring me the shiny things I ask for?
You don't have to worry. I promise. I'll take care of it.
So glad
Are
to
the
hear
windows
it.
bugged out or
Maybe
something?
you
Because
are my kind
I don't
of
think that they're
guy.
supposed to be gray like that.
Let's get moving. No time like the present.
Like,
You're
I
on,
can't tell.
Lucy boy.
Because I never played this game before.
Make yourself useful and get me that phalanx key. And hurry. Mama really wants to get herself some tacos when you're done.
Got this, Bruce.
But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. Be sure to like and subscribe. Yeah, I made it through half the episode of episode 2. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.